to the Rohingya people in Myanmar and around the world, the international community and the global Muslim Ummah. Assalamu alaikum and good evening. Eid Mubarak to all. This is Dr. Wakaruddin, Director General of our Rohingya Union, speaking from the ARU Secretariat in the United States. First of all, I wish to extend my deepest gratitude to the custodian of the two holy mosques, His Majesty King Salman bin Abdulaziz, and the government and people of Saudi Arabia for standing by the Rohingya people in this noble cause. Our sincere thanks goes to OIC and the international community for your tremendous efforts to find a solution to the Rohingya issue in Myanmar. The granting of Iqama to Rohingya residents in Saudi Arabia and providing the opportunities for them is truly historic for the Rohingya people. Now is the opportunity for the Rohingya people for what they can do for the kingdom. Alhamdulillah, there are tremendous opportunities for the Rohingya people to contribute to the Saudi kingdom and the society. As you know, the situation faced by Rohingya people in Myanmar has not improved during past 3 years following the violence against Rohingya in Arakan and Myanmar Muslims in central Myanmar in 2012 and 2013. In fact, the situation has further deteriorated in many instances, particularly in IDP camps in Arakan. The basic human rights violations initiated by the former military dictatorship in Myanmar is continuing with restrictions on travel, marriage, education, freedom to worship, two-child policy only for Rohingya, confiscation of Rohingya lands, and building settlement units for illegal Buddhist Rakhine immigrants from Bangladesh, and many other violations against Rohingya people. The government of Myanmar has confiscated all the important citizenship documents for Rohingya, such as NRC cards known as Thong Khao Shu, during the past several decades. And most recently, the government has voided all the white cards that had the voting rights for the Rohingya people of Myanmar in the national election in 2010. Now the Rohingya people have been deprived of even white cards and possibly not allowing them to vote. About the upcoming election in November 2015, it is very important to note that it will be the first time ever the Rohingya people will not be allowed to vote in the national election in Myanmar. In fact, the Rohingya people as indigenous ethnic group and the citizens of Myanmar were allowed to participate in the political process in Myanmar and allowed to vote in every democratic national election prior to and after the independence in 1948. Beside the humanitarian crisis in IDP camps in Arakan and in Rohingya villages, the situation at Andaman Sea, there is a new political development in Arakan today. That is the proposed green card and pink card issue. According to the reports, the government is pressuring the Rohingya people to fill in the verification form as part of the naturalization scam. It is utterly ridiculous that Myanmar government is manipulating to naturalize Rohingya. The same Rohingya that they have allowed to vote in 2010 national election and before. Now all of a sudden the citizen Rohingya are being forced to naturalization. Look at their logic. This green card with Bengali name or pink card with Bengali name on it and the naturalization is simply a ploy by the government to get the votes from the Rohingya, and then after the election it will be back to square one, just as they did in 2010 election. Rohingya will have no rights after the election. This is one important point. The other is the proposed pink card for the holder of the previously NRC card, the Thong Khao Shu, with the code of AK or MDW, with the race Lumio to be written as Bengali. The government of Myanmar is consumed with the word Bengali. and they appeared to be determined to eliminate the very ethnic identity of Rohingya and to replace it with the term Bengali. Rohingya people cannot allow that to happen. This is the moral and sacred duty of every Rohingya, man and women, child or elderly, all the community, to categorically reject this manufactured term Bengali by the radicals in Myanmar to replace Rohingya. As you know, the green card or pink card, citizenship with Bengali, either naturalized or not, will effectively eliminate the national identity of indigenous Rohingya of Arakan, and it will lay the groundwork for the government to legalize the current discrimination, ethnic cleansing, and genocidal policy of former military dictatorship. From the Secretariat of Arakan Rohingya Union, I strongly urge the Rohingya people not to fall into the traps of green card or pink card by these radical elements in the government of Myanmar. The word Bengali is not acceptable to us. It's not acceptable to any Rohingya. Look at the anti-Rohingya, anti-Myanmar Muslim policies and legislation in Myanmar today. In this day and age, this is humanly unthinkable. Something that is reminiscent to the 1935 Nuremberg law in Germany that is taking place in Myanmar today under the very watchful eyes of the international community. Myanmar government is totally consumed with the designation of race and religion of a citizen of Myanmar that is detrimental to the progress of the nation, particularly in this important juncture of transition to democracy. The Rohingya people demand the government of Myanmar to abandon the manufacturing of the artificial ethnic term Bengali and the naturalization scheme and develop a policy which is not hostile but inclusive for all people of Myanmar for the greater good and advancement of the country, and to be part of the world community of nations that respects basic human rights, equality and dignity of all its citizens. Thank you very much.